Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm updating you guys on my year-long project plan where I'm constantly working on items to move out of my collection. Since I just did a pretty big declutter a couple months ago, I don't have that many products to be constantly adding in. I feel like my makeup collection is at a perfect level right now, so we're not going to be doing much adding in except for like a couple items from here on out. So it might be a little bit slower than usual, but I mean, isn't that a good thing when you don't have any more? Isn't that the whole point of like project planning? I think so. And I did finish a couple things. We're on the verge of finishing other things. Honestly, my makeup situation is pretty close to non-existent, but the weekends, and that's because I am not allowed to wear perfume at work, and technically you're not supposed to wear any makeup either. So I've really just been keeping it down to mascara and just a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, because that is, to wear goggles at work. I work at a laboratory, as I was saying, so I can't wear makeup at work because I work in a lab and it is very important to not have other contaminants possibly get onto things, because perfume, you know, it's meant to last time, so it's releasing chemicals and that can easily get onto a bunch of samples. So I haven't been wearing a bunch of perfume either. Technically you're not allowed to wear makeup, but like I said, mascara and concealer are concealed by the goggles that we wear, so it wouldn't be getting there. But I just stopped wearing them, and like before it was like have breakfast or get ready, and I used to get ready but then I would be hungry and I would overeat. And since I'm trying to get my weight back down, because I did gain some weight while I was here, just adjusting and like having another person be a part of like my eating schedule, I rather have breakfast and have more of like a controlled day and not get ready than the opposite, which was what I was doing before. So there's gonna be a lot more slow progress because I'm not wearing as much makeup anymore, and I'm mostly really wearing makeup on the weekends, so that really takes down like the amount of makeup that I'm using. But I'm still wearing my sunscreen, I'm still putting on lip products, just to bring some life into my face, because again, we're wearing a mask, but sometimes I'll take it off when I'm at my desk to drink coffee or like to go eat lunch, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the progress that I've done since the last time I updated you guys, which was about a month ago. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'm gonna try to kind of go like in order on how I would do it. So last update I did add in a bunch of sunscreen because I am doing a lot of walking around and being outside now that I'm living in a city and I don't have a car. So yeah, sunscreen, very important, especially as I'm 25 and older. The older you get, the more like your skin like really needs it, and you know, wrinkles and all of that stuff. So I did include last time the Sunday Riley light-hearted sunscreen, and it's just this little tiny like 1.5 fluid ounce container, and I have used it a couple of times, but then I found another sunscreen that I have that is about to expire, so I kind of stopped using this and put more priority on the other sunscreen. And this is just the Coppertone Pure and Simple Baby Zinc Oxide little stick sunscreen, and I kind of really like this format because it's just a stick. There is a lot left, but this one expires soon, so this is my priority right now because I did spend money on it, especially when money was a lot more tight, so I have to kind of take advantage of it. Obviously I don't think I'm going to use this up within its expiration date, but it still has a little bit more potency. It's just not quite as long lasting, and the SPF isn't as high once it's past its expiration date. For stick sunscreens, it's a little bit safer to use past its expiration date. I would say like the spray and the liquid ones deteriorate a lot faster, and that's just from like my research that I've done and having a dermatologist mother-in-law. So this is the one that I'm kind of prioritizing, and every day without a doubt that I go outside, I put it. Swipe it on my forehead, swipe it on my cheeks, on my nose, and I've been doing my neck now and my chest just to use it, and it's also a lot easier to like blend in. So again, like I said, priority is this one. I have realized that when I wear this one, whatever I have like on my face, like powder wise or makeup wise, like as soon as like the oils start breaking down, it moves everything. So I'll go look in a mirror and I'll have like bunching up of product that's like liquefied as if it wasn't blended in. Yeah, kind of sucks with this one. I don't really see a problem with this one except that I just look shinier towards the end of the day, and I've literally had like some random people comment like,
oh my god, how is like your forehead so shiny but you don't have like any pimples? And I was just
okay, so I do have to watch out with this one and kind of like blot a little bit if I am wearing it for a long period of time, and then I have to keep track of this one if I'm wearing makeup, because again, it will do that thing where it moves the product around and then it looks like I didn't blend after a certain amount of time. But that's just kind of like one of the struggles of your skin readjusting, and also readjusting with sunscreen. I've used the Milani Make It Last sunscreen spray, SPF 30. Again, like I said, this is just convenient if I forgot or I didn't put it on because I wasn't planning on going outside, but it was sunny, then it just like spray it, or just spray it like on my shoulders. I do bring this to work just sometimes because I do have to walk in between buildings a lot, and we have had some sunny days, so I carry it for just in case I didn't put on sunscreen, that I could just spray it and just be a little bit more protected from that sun. Okay, next I would move on to primers. So I was able to finally finish one of the freaking little primers, and this is the Beauty Blender Opalescent Serum that smelled like cinnamon. Don't know why. It was nice in Arizona. Here it was kind of hard because my skin was going through like some weird changes. Right now it's like dehydrated and it's kind of like combination, when normally I'm just dry. So I didn't really get to like enjoy it as much as I did like I did in Arizona, but it's gone officially, so I can finally put that in my empties video. And I have been starting to use a lot more the Too Faced Peach Primed and Peachy. Especially it helps with the sunscreen situation, so I'll put the sunscreen on first, let that sit, and then I will be putting this all over my T-zone. A little does go a long way, so I think I've used about 1/3 of it, which is progress compared to not using it at all. So I do see this like being done because I really just put it on my forehead and down my T-zone where you can see my makeup in my face. Yeah, I've just been using it. It still works fine. I don't know if this has an expiration date. It says 6 months, but it's working. It's been helping with the issues that I've had since consistently putting on sunscreen underneath makeup. Okie dokie, so my ColourPop Pretty Fresh, I've used it a couple times. I used it today, and as you can see, maybe you can see or not, but like the product like is starting to be emptied out from this top portion where you can see like this little hole of missing product. So I am using it. Sometimes I use normal foundation, but I do try to use this when I am just going out and about, but sometimes I forget because since I'm having trouble with my skin, I'm having trouble with how the products are looking on it. But I mean, today it looks fine. I think I've gotten my skin mostly under control, but sometimes I'll wake up and I'll put on makeup and it literally looks like my skin is just sloughing off. Just happens randomly. My skin's just like peeling and going through a phase, I guess. So I think I can get this done by the end of the year. Like I said, since I'm not wearing makeup every day anymore, now that I'm in the lab a lot more, now that I'm getting trained, I'll have to be very generous with this when I do end up wearing them. But right now, it's fine. I think it's mostly like the humidity isn't as bad as it was when I first got here, so I think that also had a lot to play with my skin texture going crazy. So ColourPop Pretty Fresh. Next we have my Rare Beauty concealer. Honestly, sometimes I forget about this one. I think since my skin was sloughing off and this like is really drying sometimes, I wasn't really using it, but the last couple of times that I have used it, whether it was like on spots or underneath my eyes, it's actually held up pretty well. So I think like I'll be able to steadily use this underneath my eyes every day. It is about halfway gone, so like most of the product is sitting at the halfway mark, but then right here on this side it's all the way down to like the bottom, so I would say I'm like slightly underneath halfway done, and you guys know how I feel about it. It's not my favorite unless my skin is like in tip-top like perfect condition. It can like do any product you put on it. that's when this works. But other than that, which is most of the time, it does not like it. But I haven't given it a fair shot, truthfully, here in different weather, because in Arizona it wasn't helping. But like I said, not too bad today. So I'll kind of test it out, see if it looks good underneath the eyes, since that's the only makeup I'm gonna be doing, and then go from there. So maybe we'll see a little bit more progress on this now that I'm not living in dry weather anymore. Although I hear the winters are rough, so I'm a little bit concerned about that, but we're not at that weather yet. Okay, my Maybelline Fit Me powder, a lot of progress. I'm literally almost done with this. And it will for sure be done by the next update, which I'm a little bit sad about, because I really love this product, but there are other powders that I have purchased that I need to use that, you know, not anything that I haven't shared with you guys before, but I really want to get a dip into those products before I repurchase this again, just so, again, I don't have a crazy out of control makeup situation, because I don't know, that in itself can be a little bit stressful too. But this is always a good just finishing powder to have on hand, especially if your skin and like your foundations always look differently depending on like a lot of things. But yeah, love it. For sure gonna be done with this by the next update. Okay, last time I did include my Chanel Tan du Soleil bronzer. I've only used it a couple of times because, like I said, I barely just started doing the no makeup thing at work. I put it on today, and every time I put it on, I realize how much I love it. But sadly, it's not getting that much love, and I feel like it's starting to look a little bit orange. Maybe not so much on camera, but in person, I feel like I'm slightly a little bit more on the pale side to be wearing this right now, but I'm gonna try to use it anyways. Maybe I just need to like blend it out with whatever I used for like foundation or as a base that day, so it just doesn't look as orange. But I can tell that not being in the sun for like 2 years has really like affected how colors look on me right now. Okay, my black eyeshadow palette, I've actually been dipping into this a lot more. I feel like I can be done with this transition shade from Makeup Geek. There's only like the tiniest little bit left. I feel like I can finish that. I've also been playing a lot with my Viseart purple ones. Like if I don't want to use that transition shade, which is a little bit more yellow, I'll go into this one, which is more pink. Even on the camera, I can see that the dips on these two are starting to get a little bit more deep, not enough to hit pan, but I'm definitely starting to get some progress out of that, which is great because that's what we want. I want to use this. These eyeshadows are a little bit older, and I can definitely see that after just kind of focusing on using these shadows for the last month. Because I was, you know, putting on eyeshadow in the beginning for work, but not anymore because breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Mixing up Gary's way.
SpongeBob. But yeah, still using it. Hopefully we can move some stuff along or see some progress by the next time, the next update, etc., etc. What's next? My Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, yeah. What? I'm still using this every day. I also do my brows because that's part of eyes that you can see. I can definitely see some progress in compared to previous updates. I mean, I am using it, but I can definitely tell because I looked back at the last update this morning that there is a little bit more movement and a lot more product gone in this item. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this by the end of the year, but I'm actually a little bit hopeful that I can. I feel like I finally found like a brow routine that's starting to like work a little bit better, and for my liking, I didn't do it today because I'm not going anywhere today, and I am of a type of person that's like will do like the full nice routine if I have somewhere to go, but if I don't, I'll just do like a half-assed routine, which is honestly what's going on right now. But I did still use this, just yeah, but not my full routine, if that wasn't any more clear than I had said. But yeah, still going, actually hopeful that this will be gone by the end of the year. Last couple of items, my black opium. I was on a move with this one, but like I said, since I found out I can't wear perfume at work, haven't really been using it much except for like on the weekends or at night. So I usually take showers at night, so then I'll apply it at night, but then I don't reapply anything in the morning because work. But if I'm going out, sometimes I try to pay attention to my other perfumes, just because this scent kind of reminds me of my mom. Not like in a bad way or anything, but I know this is like her scent, so I don't know. If I'm going on a date night, sometimes I don't want to smell like my mom. But yeah, I think for sure by the next update. I know I had said by this one, but obviously circumstances have changed at work and what I wear and whatnot, and I'm not really complaining because I feel like the bar has been lowered, and I've never had like a low bar and been like okay with it, but I'm actually okay with it. So probably will be gone by the next update just because of how little amount there is in here. Okay, last we have our lip items, and believe it or not, I have been wearing quite a bit of lip products even with the whole like mask situation, but not these lip products. So the Sugar Honey, Fresh Sugar Honey lip balm that I have is just gone rancid. It smells like crayon, and I don't want to put it on my mouth anymore. It smells like Play-Doh. Did I say crayon? I definitely meant Play-Doh. So I'm just gonna toss it. There was only a little bit left. Shame that I wasn't able to finish it, but that's what happens when you have too many lip products and you've been in a pandemic where you can't really wear that many lip products because it's just being covered. Some people do, but again, I have that like waste, like no waste mentality, so it's like, what's the point? But at work, I have been wearing lip products. And I did like wear this like a couple of times, but then finally I was like, no, this is gross. So goodbye, that's going in the trash. And then I have the ColourPop one in the Strand. Honestly, I forgot to use this one. I did buy a new lip product in the month of August, and it's like this beautiful like Chanel one. I've been using that, and I've forgotten about this one, but I'm gonna try to be better about wearing this every day. I am wearing it right now, which is just the light pinky color, which I think would look fine with the whole like very minimal makeup situation going on when I'm not obviously in the lab. To hopefully start to get a move on this, because I'm not crazy about the pomegranate scent, but I do like how like light and a little bit moisturizing it is, even though like it's not like a lip balm. But I am gonna try to focus a little bit more on that one. But with that being said, I am gonna add in another lip product. This is the Labiote Wine Lip Tint, which is like this K-Beauty lip tint. It's also a pink one. This should be easy just to wear because it's a stain, so it shouldn't like transfer onto my mask and then like get all over my face, which is my one like thing that I struggle with when I am wearing like products like this. And I've just had it for a couple years and I do really like it, but because it's getting old, I probably should use it up. I don't know how much is in here, but we're just gonna keep on using it till I can't use it no more. And that'll be the last item for now that I'm going to be adding in. A lot of these products have some wear in them, so hopefully I can move a lot of them out by the end of the year and then have a more like up-to-date collection, because I feel like some of the items I have here are a little bit outdated, and I did start this channel like on the beauty premises, and I want to get back into it without getting like too back into it, because I know like the beauty community is dying, because like we've seen everything. Like what else can we make that's novelty that not everybody has? So those are my thoughts. But let me know how you're doing, if you are doing your own project pan, and if you found yourself successful in making some progress in your items around this month, this timeline, or if you have a bunch and you've been considering kind of focusing on a couple of products yourself. But other than that, I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye!